You're listening to the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play.
The options market can be a confusing place. Sorting through the daily avalanche of data, alerts, updates, articles, and analysis to find the most important information is an overwhelming prospect. But now you have help. Welcome to the Options News Rundown, the only program that breaks through the noise to bring you the most important news and information from the world of options. Every day we bring you the top 5 option stories curated by the options experts at theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider. And now it's time to break through the noise. It's time for your Options News Rundown.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, August 8th, 2018. This is your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Our first story today is from investing.com. It's the top 5 things to know in the market on Wednesday. First thing to know is Chinese exports accelerate, even as Trump escalates the trade war. China's exports surged more than expected in July, despite U.S. tariffs, while its closely watched surplus with the U.S. remained near record highs, as the world's 2 major economic powers ramped up a bitter dispute that some fear could derail global growth. The data provided the first readings of the overall trade picture for the world's second largest economy since U.S. duties on $34 billion of Chinese imports came into effect on July 6th. China's July exports rose 12.2% from a year earlier, beating forecasts for a 10% increase and up from the 11.2% gain in June. Imports also rose much faster in July, jumping 27.3%, thanks to a still solid domestic demand. Of more direct consequence in the Sino-US trade war, China's surplus with the U.S. shrank only marginally to $28.09 billion last month, from a record of $28.97 billion in June. Second thing to know, U.S. stock futures point to a flat open. U.S. stock futures pointed to a muted open as trade concerns continued to linger and investors focused on the latest batch of corporate earnings. The third thing to know today is the last major wave of U.S. earnings is hitting. Dozens of companies are expected to release earnings today in one of the last big waves of the earnings season. Ahead of the opening bell are results due from CVS Health, Michael Kors, Keurig, Dr. Pepper, Liberty Media, Mylan, New York Times, Thomson Reuters, Lumentum, Autohome, Weibo, and Sinop. The fourth thing to know today is oil markets await fresh weekly U.S. inventory data. The U.S. Energy Information Administration will release its official weekly oil supplies report for the week ended August 3rd at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, amid forecasts for an oil stock drop of 3.3 million barrels. The data will also offer fresh indications on domestic output levels. Fifth thing to note today is crypto's collapse on delayed ETF decision. Cryptocurrencies plunged, with Bitcoin tumbling below $6,500 for the first time since July, after the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission postponed a decision on whether to allow the listing of an exchange-traded fund backed by the largest digital currency. The SEC now has until September 30th to approve or disapprove or institute proceedings to determine whether to disapprove a proposed rule change from CBOE Global Markets Inc. that would allow the listings of a fund from Van Eck Associates Corp. and Solid X Partners Inc. to list the regulator said in a statement. Our second story today comes by way of MarketWatch.com. Tesla short sellers walloped after Musk talks going private. Investors betting on a Tesla slide faced a paper loss of more than $1 billion Tuesday after the stock rallied on Chief Executive Elon Musk's going private tweets and email to company employees. Tesla short sellers have taken another body blow to the ribs and could see their positions go up in smoke, said S3 Partners LLC, which tracks real-time short interest data, in a note on Tuesday. Short sellers were down $1.5 billion in mark-to-market close losses Tuesday, bringing August losses to $3 billion. Year-to-date losses to $3.2 billion, and losses since 2016 to $6.6 billion, according to the financial technology and analytics firm. Shorts also lost more than $1 billion in mark-to-market losses in a single session late last week after Tesla's earnings report. Tesla has about $12.8 billion in short seller interest, behind only Alibaba Group Holdings, S3 Partners said. Even as Tesla shares are up nearly 30% since late last week, the company reported second quarter results that boosted the stock higher. Shares shorted had not decreased appreciably, S3 Partners said, only down 316,000 shares, or less than 1%. Our third story today is from CNBC.com. Weekly mortgage applications fall as home prices climb. Rising home prices hit the mortgage industry hard last week. Total mortgage application volume fell 3% from the previous week and 17% from a year ago, according to the Mortgage Bankers Association's seasonally adjusted report. The market has been especially tough on new home buyers, with data showing a downward trend in purchase volume. Applications to purchase a home fell 2% for the week and were also down 2% from a year ago. Soaring prices were sapping mortgage demand. In June, home prices rose 6.8% from a year ago, according to a report from CoreLogic. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is news you can use for today, August 8th, 2018, your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli, trade smart, and have a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Options News Rundown. To learn more about these stories or any other developments from the world of options, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider.
The preceding program was a production of the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions@theoptionsinsider.com.